This video shows a lot of use of the Garmin Avionics, and I wanted to mention Executive Autopilots because they have availability to do installations right now. I'm not advocating that this is for instruction, it's just for entertainment. So sit back and enjoy the video.
Well, welcome aboard Air Wagner. You got Air Wagner and the Mrs. Air Wagner here. She's a little camera shy. She doesn't like to be on camera. So, what are we doing? We're doing IFR again.
About 8 miles out.
Yikes, that's a lot of
on the 45
traffic.
for runway 25 Auburn.
Yeah, it's typical. Okay, the Wi-Fi. Let's turn her volume down. How about that's much better, huh?
Much better.
Much better. Oh yeah, that's how I like it. Okay. Okay, IFR to Oakland. Now, since it's VFR, we can depart VFR and then pick it up in the air. I also wanted to mention Executive Autopilots on this flight also. So it won't be a long video, but I wanted to put one in, mention a few things. All right, we're going to get in position here.
Auburn traffic, sorry, correction. Archer 25 Victor will be getting to the left downwind for 25. Auburn traffic.
Does the Mrs. Air Wagner know what's important now?
All important checklist.
Very good, she's learning. All important checklist time.
Auburn traffic, sorry, 229 Charlie, turning left crossing, runway 25, we'll be departing towards the east on a downwind, Auburn.
Let me turn this down. I'm in my checklist, but it's asking now for radios.
Ugh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate on my Garmin Pilot what I filed. Then I'm going to send it to the GTN 750. So it's going to give a message, and we're going to activate the flight plan. The flight plan is Auburn to Sacramento VOR, and then Victor 334 to Sonoma, then direct to Oakland. That's what we filed. Okay, back to the checklist. Okay, all important checklist complete. Put it away, Mrs. Wagner, Air Wagner.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 215 Delta Charlie is maneuvering on the Palo taxiway Alpha 25. Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle, 513 Sierra Julia, taking runway 25, departing the area to the south, Auburn. Got to watch for the helicopter. Okay, we're going to use as much as the runway that's available.
Auburn traffic, Archer 25 Victor has entered the downwind for 25 left.
Okay, he's in the downwind. Helicopter's there.
Right, a little higher.
There's one on the up.
I see the traffic on downwind. We'll go in behind you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. 25 Victor.
Fuel pumps on.
Auburn traffic.
Time transponder traffic. Waiting for the fuel flow to come up. Coming up. In the 40s. Okay, heels on the ground, airspeed alive. 50. Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle, 513 Sierra Julia, it's on the roll 25. 70. There's a helicopter there with the blades going 80, 85, 95. We are committed to fly. We can fly plenty good on one engine at this point at 50 feet off the ground, current given weight. Gears up, left turn. Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle, 513 Sierra Julia, it's on the 230 heading off of 25 for noise abatement. Okay, any traffic in front of us? No. Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle, 513 Sierra Julia is turning left crosswind now off at 25, departing near to the south, Auburn. NorCal, good morning, Golden Eagle, 513 Sierra Juliet off Auburn for Oakland, have IFR in the system, ready to copy clearance.
November 513 Sierra Julia, squawk 4233.
4233 Sierra Juliet. Okay, there's the squawk, write it down. I've been hand flying this whole time, so we're just kind of heading towards the VOR, which would be 200. Let's direct and see what it is. That's 201, way off. And we'll keep climbing. Let's go 6,500 until they tell us otherwise. And set up everything here. Fuel pumps off one at a time, left one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Radar contact 4 miles southwest of the Auburn Airport, say altitude.
3 Sierra Juliet's climbing through 4,200.
November 3 Sierra Juliet, roger, Sacramento altimeter 3003.
You are cleared, and maintain VFR for now.
No problem, VFR 30 Juliet.
November 30 Juliet, cleared to the Oakland Airport via direct Sunol and direct. I maintain 7,000, and you can expect that for the final.
530 Juliet, cleared to Oakland, direct to Sunol, direct 7,000 as a final. Okay.
November 30 Juliet, traffic's 10 o'clock, 4 miles, maneuvering, turning westbound now, altitude indicates 5,300.
30 Juliet's looking out the window for the traffic. All right, 7,000, let's get that in there first. All right, and then looking for traffic, let's go to Sunol.
9,300 for Concord.
Sunol, direct, boom, the plane will turn.
And say altitude descending to?
Descending to 4,500 for now.
230, roger. November 5 Alpha Uniform, contact Exec Tower 119.5.
Contact Tower 119.5, 35 Alpha Uniform.
November 30 Juliet, that traffic's turning eastbound and descending, no factor.
30 Juliet, roger. Okay, traffic's no factor. Okay, so we're set up in a climb. We're going to level off here at a few hundred feet. You can see here we're 6,600, and we've got the pre-select for 7,000. You might not be able to see it. This I'm just leaving at 2,500 because all that is a reminder. It's not hooked up to anything. So we'll leave that alone. Oakland was reporting overcast this morning, 1,500. And it's getting into the spring-summer pattern in the Bay Area where the coastal stratus comes in. And I remember when we were VFR pilots, we'd sit there in the club, in the flying club, and just look at outside the window for the stratus to go away. So on the route here, we're almost over Sacramento, which brings to mind Sacramento Executive Airport, the home of Executive Autopilots. And it's a rare time right now when their schedule is somewhat open. If anyone who's in the area, or even they have customers coming in from Arizona and Colorado and Oregon and Washington because they do such good work. If anyone is looking to get panel work done, they're able to put you in. They have some Garmin GTN 750 and 600 TXIs on the shelf in stock, ready to go. If you want to get an engine monitor, GTN 750, G5, 275, they're all available. And you should give Executive Autopilots a call. Here's a screenshot of their website.
Here's a screenshot of the website. Like I said, you can call them at 916-399-5969. They got it circled here in red. Or you can send Andre an email. Here's his email address, andre@execap.com. Wouldn't this panel or parts of this panel look great in your plane? I really appreciate the avionics in mine.
I highly recommend them. And if you go there and drop your plane off, if I'm available, I'll give you a ride back to your home airport. And you can get a ride. You can get a ride along in the Golden Eagle. We can even do a video. Put you in the right seat and get your plane done. So I highly recommend them. They do excellent work. A lot of their work is fixing other installations from other people, other shops that do the installation that don't do it correctly. And the other ones might do it at a lower price, but you know, when you're flying the plane, you don't want to skimp. So that's my spiel on autopilots in Sacramento. Andre's a genius, knows more than anyone I've ever met for avionics, and you'd be doing yourself a favor giving him a call. So while we're in cruise, let's take a trip around the old G600, as I say. We're on GPSS. It's 11:25 in the morning, 41 degrees outside. Pitot heat is supposed to be turned on in visible moisture at 40. We're not in visible moisture, and it's not 40.
Contact approach 125.25.
2525, 30 Julie. Thanks and good morning. Okay, let's go to them. I'll continue with this.
768 at
Now, see, I waited a second.
Runway 17 right approach.
And somebody else was talking, so that's why you always wait for a second there.
Southwest 768.
NorCal, good morning. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet checking on 7,000, heading for Sonoma.
513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal approach. Roger, loud and clear.
Okay, loud and clear.
343 Tango Alpha, you're ready to
All right, so we got a headwind of 6, crosswind of 6, and a crosswind of 8.
343 Tango Alpha.
We're true airspeed of 190. We got the power back a little bit. I'll go over that in a second. Indicating 170, which matches, and our ground speed 185. Heading for Sonoma. 51.9 miles away. 180.
10 o'clock, 5 miles east.
188 on the heading.
Southwest 768, we're looking.
And then it's a 2-degree correction.
1 to 2 o'clock, 4.5 miles.
Our bug is way down here. We're not using that right now. 7,000, 3003, straight and level. And here's our G600 showing where we are, the intersections and all that. Now going over to the power settings, so I'm going to incorporate that into the G600 now based on the suggestions of one of my very polite commenters. So our manifold pressure is not quite at top of the green. It's at 34 inches. Our RPMs are not at top of the green. We're at 1,800 RPM because of the geared engines. These run slower and quieter. Our fuel flow is split just because the characteristic of the engine is showing 23 aside right now, but the temperatures will be a lot different. We use the TIT's turbo inlet temperature to do the fuel. So 1471 and 1528. So historically, the number 2 engine has been taking 2 gallons an hour more than the left one. So that's why people will see the split and think that I have different power settings. No, these are the power settings. The continuous RPM is spinning correctly. Engine gauges are in the green, upside down wise, and we're scanning the instruments. Fuel there, and I use traffic on this GTN 750, and I have navigation on this one, and over here I also have the same navigation, which will show the approach. This one will overlay the approach into Oakland, which is going to be, we're just going to roll into that right now. We're going to do the ILS. Or do you want to do the RNAV? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's try the ILS. So load procedure, approach, ILS 28 right, and for vectors, on this side is B-bub. Symbol is more toward the south. So we're going to do B-bub. I'm just going to load the approach. I'm not going to activate it. And there it is. And you can see my mistake on my last video is instead of hitting activate vectors to final, I hit activate approach because Robert's hand was here and I saw the word activate or the ACT, and you know the rest of that story. So we're just going to continue on this. The ILS checklist is load the approach, brief approach plate. So it would be over here now. Now that we've told it we're doing the ILS, the chart is populated automatically. So we're going to go up and do the quick brief of this. Okay, so it's 109.9er, which is on the standby. 278 is the inbound, runway elevation 9 feet, damn near sea level. And then you can see the missed approach is to climb to 1900, then a right turn to 3000, heading at 340 to the Skaggs VOR radial 165 to Rebus and hold. We'll always get something different unless you lose comms. Usual suspects are going to be NAGV at 4200, Grove 3400, Urzaf, Nixie. We're going to double check the crossing altitudes at those. Put the approach up 5000, 4000, 3400, 2700. That is correct.
3099 Charlie with you, descending.
And then we're going to continue with the briefing. We're going to go down and see that the ILS, if you do a straight in, and the ILS and the glide slopes in is 207. Menu, set minimums, enter, based on barometric pressure, 207. Enter.
Archer 343 Tango Alpha.
And it shows up here. And that's all we got. And then the next is to take it off GPSS and arm the approach. And we'll be changing the CDI to the localizer. But right now we're navigating to Sunol. So that's all. Next stop, Sunol.
Number 5130 Julie, contact approach on 127, session 125.1.
25130 Julie, thanks, that's long. NorCal, good morning, Golden Eagle 5130 Julia, checking on 7,000 for Sunol.
Golden Eagle 5130 Julia, contact approach on altimeter stock in 3007, advise with Charlie and approach bus.
Okay, we'll get Charlie, 3007, probably going to do the ILS. We'll let you know when we get the ATIS, 30 Julia.
Actually, the ILS out of service along with 28 right, so if you want an instrument approach, expect the RNAV Yankee 28 left approach for 30 Julie.
Oh, good. We get something different for a change. We'll expect that. 30 Julie. I'll get the ATIS now. Okay, good.
Cross that, you have.
Let's see how far. We're 98 out. We're probably not going to get the ATIS. Let's try it. No, so I can't get the ATIS. So I wouldn't know that the ILS is out. So, okay, time to switch gears. We're going to go in here and change the approach. Select the approach. We're going to do RNAV 28 left Yankee LPV. And what are our vectors here? Still BBUB. We're going to take that. We're going to load the approach. Now we get to rebrief it.
At 6,000, route speed 200.
Okay, so now it knows that we're going to RNAV 28 left Yankee. So we're going to brief this one. Now we know the airport's still at 9 feet. Inbound course is the same, 278 for the parallel runway. RPS GPS, RNAV GPS, climb to 4,000 direct Soyok, and on track 285 to Sausalito VOR.
Maintain best forward speed as long as practical.
And hold. Continue climb and hold to 4,000.
Best forward speed for 497.
Usual suspects here are a little different on this side. You got Jupap, Header, Votsy, and Tenny. Let's check their crossings. Jupap 3700, check. Header 2800, check. Votsy 1900, check. So that all checks out. And we had our minimums at 209, not 207. So we're going to have to change that. Set minimums. We're going to go 2 feet more. 209. Enter. It's here. And that's all for that. So now we're rebriefed. And I like the Garmin Pilot in front of me. It gives you a lot of good information, and I can overlay the map here also. 28 left Yankee, there it is. So now it's overlaid on the chart. Good to have situational awareness. Chart is here also. No need for radar. So look out the front window, and you'll see the marine layer. But we can get Oakland's weather and see what they're reporting now. Waypoint info, weather. Wind 250, oh, what do you know? 250, 10, visibility 10.
4,000, back jet 1.
Overcast still, now it's 2600. Temperature 13, dew point 8, altimeter 3011. And we can't get the ATIS yet. Let's see if we can get it now.
Taxiway, Kilo and taxiway. Charlie, taxiway, Charlie, close the free runway. 3, left runway 28, right, out of service.
3 Sierra Juliet, we are going direct to BBUB now. All right.
Airport.
BBUB, direct.
Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, descend and maintain 6,000.
6,000, 3 Sierra Juliet has Charlie at Oakland.
Thank you.
All right, down to 6,000.
Number 34 Kilo Charlie, contact about 120.95, advisor when you're
Yeah, that's normally also my cue to start reducing power because we're going downhill. But here at Oakland, you know, you're going to go fast, speed up. Keep your speed up, slow down. I don't know what we're going to get. So we're just doing normal speed till told otherwise.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, contact approach 125.35 today.
2535, 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks, and so long. NorCal, good morning. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet checking on, descending out of 6,800 for 6,000 direct to BBUB.
Number 513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal approach, open altimeter 3012.
3012 now, 3 Sierra Juliet. Look out the front window, you can see where that fog bank stops right at Mount Diablo. and Vaqueros Reservoir in front of us. Everything else clear as a bell. Typical for the Bay Area. So we can do our Papa Gumps a little early. Pressurization,
1082, climb and maintain
seal,
6,000.
field elevation plus 500. Air conditioner off, prop sinks off, auxiliary pumps on, gas on main.
30 Juliet, send and maintain 5,000.
5,000, 30 Juliet. Okay, 5,000. Down we go. So the RNAV checklist: load the approach check, brief the approach rate check, set minimums check. When on inbound
1082, fighting 360, climb and
course,
maintain
activate
8,000.
vectors to final. The old vectors to final. Picking up GPS, arm the approach, confirm glide slope capture. Some don't like the activate vectors to final. I don't use it unless I have to. If I get a glide slope, then or glide path, I don't use it. But sometimes you need it to get the glide path, to get the diamond. Because if you have the carrot, it won't intercept.
1082, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb, maintain 10,000, 1082.
Remember 30 Juliet, cross Bub at 5,000, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 28 left approach.
Bub at 5,000, cleared for the approach 28 left Yankee, 5130 Juliet. Okay, so we're cleared for the approach. Glide path, it's a glide path on a RNAV, not a glide slope. Glide slope's reserved for the ILS. So B-Bub at 5,000. Now if we look in here under procedures, we can activate the approach. And now it's activated to go to B-Bub. Not much difference in what we were doing. And when we get to B-Bub, we'll hit the approach key, the approach button, because that'll put us inside the first approach, initial approach fix. And you learn by doing, if we get off course or something, I'm going to simply go down and flip to heading, and then put the heading in, change the heading. Flip it to heading and put the heading in. So that'll be the default. Instead of hand flying it and getting a little bit out of sorts for a few seconds while you're fumbling with the avionics. All right, so we're hitting the B-Bub here. We should be making a right turn here. There's our turn to B-Bub. I don't think, since we're cleared for the approach, that we're going to get any vectors. So keep reducing power. Okay, we're at B-Bug. Now we're going to activate the approach. Now we're coupled. And we're getting the advisory carrot here, but it's not getting the diamond yet. So we're going to start descending. Because after B-Bub, we're going to go to JUPAP at 3,700. So we'll put in 3,700 and descend. And JUPAP is on the final approach fix. So when we do that, we're going to activate vectors to final so I can get the diamond. Just watch. We got JUPAP header VOTC 10E. It's going to go to VOTC, which is the final approach fix. So procedure. See, the activate approach is alive. So we're descending. We're still below the recommended glide path. And we're coming up on JUPAP. As soon as I get the turn, we're about to enter the weather. There it is. Activate vectors to final. There it is. There's the diamond. There's the turn inbound. And we're coupled. And we just hit the stop. 30 Juliet tops 4,200.
Number 30 Juliet, roger.
Glide slope should be capturing soon. We get blown off course a little bit here.
0365.
0365, 1 Papa Whiskey.
There's our glide slope. We're correcting the course. Needle's off by a dot. Anticipating 18.3 while I'm monitoring the correction. This is Air Wagner's looking out the window, looking for ground.
30 Juliet, you're off the final approach course. Verify you're correcting. If not, I'm going to have to bring you back around.
30 Juliet, we're coming right up on it now. All right, localizer glide slope, localizer glide slope. A little bit of ground showing up. Continue to reduce power. And 30 Juliet just broke out here at 2,500 airport in sight.
Number 30 Juliet, contact Oakland Tower 118.3, thanks.
Okay, talk to you next time, 18.3.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, low, 2 miles.
Tower, good morning, Gold Eagle 513 Juliet, checking on the RNAV 28 left, airport in sight.
Air 513 Juliet, Oakland Tower, traffic heading to your left, about 11 o'clock, 1 mile northbound, altitude indicates 800, just passing the freeway.
Looking for the traffic, got the window, 30 Juliet.
That's 30 Juliet, roger, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, 30 Juliet. All right, so I'm looking for the traffic.
And Golden Eagle 30 Juliet, traffic, no factor, I passed the turn behind you.
30 Juliet, thanks. Okay, so now I got to start slowing down. See, we're at 172.
30 Juliet, if able, do you remember the bases on the approach?
Yeah, I gave it to NorCal, 2,500.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is gear speed 174, 176, I think it is. So gear's coming down. 1, 2, 3. First notch of flaps. We don't need speed brakes yet.
Kilo traffic just inside of 4 mile finals of Golden Eagle. Number 2, runway 28 left, clear for the option. Report that traffic in sight.
Number 2, runway 28 left, clear for the option. 30 Kilo, looking for traffic.
1,000. We're going to count it down like we're going down to minimums.
Let's go helicopter 6531, Oakland Tower, save request.
Top of the green. Okay, so continue with the gas, undercarriage, check mixture, check.
If able, under either the 2/8 for about a half an hour of pattern order.
Coast 6531, Oakland.
I don't like to put the
it's currently closed, and I do have one pattern.
Flaps in until minimums as a rule. We'll see how that works out today. 700.
Coast 6531, Roger, you are radar contact now 10 miles northwest of Oakland Airport.
600, minimum 209.
Flight to Lake Merritt, and then make right traffic, runway 33.
Merritt to right traffic on the 33, and we are 800 level, 6531.
500.
6531, thank you.
Traffic inside 30 Kilo.
That's 30 Kilo, Roger, follow that traffic.
400. Glide slope. Localizer, localizer, glide slope, localizer, glide slope. 300, 260, 240, 220.
Minimums.
There's minimums, full flaps. We're all configured. 3 green. Glance at the windsock, wind's coming from the left, feels like it. Now the wife asked for a smooth landing. How's that, honey?
Pretty good.
All right, good. Not the first time I heard that today.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, cross runway 28 right at Juliet, and then contact ground point 9er for taxi to the Port of Ports.
3 Sierra Juliet, we're going to cross the right at Juliet, talk to ground on the other side for the Port of Ports. Thanks, 3 Sierra Juliet. Ground 3 Sierra Juliet, clearing at Juliet for the Port of Ports.
Number 413 Sierra Juliet, or 513 Sierra Juliet, cross runway, correction, taxi to the Port of Ports via Juliet and Delta.
Juliet Delta to the Port of Ports, 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks. Okay, thanks for riding along.
133, cross runway 28 left at Bravo, holding short Bravo 1, contact ground point 75.